Hey guys, and welcome to my June 2019 bullet journal plan with me. This month I've switched it up again and decided to go a little bit crazier with my opening page. I'm still keeping with one page for both the opening and the calendar, but I'm using the calendar as a more integral part of the design, as you'll see here. For the month of June, I thought of what most feels like summer to me, and that would be summer camp from when I was little. So every year we usually went in around the first or second week of June that we had off of school and just had a complete and total blast. So when I think the beginning of summer and lots of fun, I think of summer camp back when I was a kid. So the background here is going to be a cabin. I'm spacing it out because the cabin's little sections in the roof and the windows and things in front of it are going to be the little blocks for the month. And it ended up being a little dark, but I used a white gel pen over the top and it looked really cool, and you could see it really well against the dark background. Coloring it in like always, I'm using my Crayola Super Tips. I wasn't actually a fan of this green once I kind of finished it up, but I let it dry for a little bit so that I wouldn't bleed through the page with another marker on top. And the mixture between this green and the brown I did use towards the end actually made the cabin look a little bit more mildewed, rustic. I've been in the mountains for 50 years and still can hold all the people in it type look. So the ending color and the results was very pleasing and went exactly with the look that I was trying to achieve. In front of the cabin, I have a clothesline with just some t-shirts and towels and a pair of pants, some big stuff that you can still write on and have plenty of time to mark out the dates and the months where you have things planned. The windows as well are also blocks for the month to use for planning, and the top right section of the roof. It was a little difficult making sure that everything was spaced out and had plenty of room and that I could still see, but I really like how it turned out, and it's not just blatantly a calendar, so I like how it does blend in with the theme of the journal, and that it ties in is nice to look at and is functional too. I really like having the spreads that you come back to all the time, and it's nice to look at and is super useful, so you haven't used up a lot of time on something that you don't look at. Ironically, on the clothesline, when I was little at summer camp, it always rained on the clothes as soon as we put them up on the clothesline. I don't know if that happened with anybody else during summer camp, but it seemed like even if there was no clouds in the sky, as soon as your towel went on the clothesline to dry after swimming, there was a torrential downpour and all your stuff was soaked. I'm just adding a little more detail here to keep the sections separated and add a little definition to the parts of the cabin where there would be a big beam going down. My favorite part of this spread was the flagpole, where there's a pair of underwear that has been hung up as the flag. I feel like that's in every summer camp movie and book that you can find, and I thought it was a nice, funny little touch to put on the page. After a quick title, we'll flip the page and start directly into the trackers of the month. The habit tracker that I'm using for this month is the same one I've been using for a couple months now. It is this plain, straight across the page one that is super easy to fill in and keep track of all your habits, and I'm tying it into the theme by having all my cosmetic products around it, like my cosmetic bags filled in the cabinet or in my trunk, and it's all just a jumbled mess along with the rest of my habits and tasks and daily activities. I just colored them in to look just like the products that I use every day, and I like how easy it was to just personalize that page, and it's something that anybody can do to make the page look like their cosmetics. Next up is my workout tracker, which I find incredibly useful when I go to the gym and need to remember what I did last time and what I should do to switch things up to get an effective workout. It's one of those pages that I come to again and again, but it's nice that it's simple. It's just a couple lines and you just fill in the chart. I skipped the mood and the gratitude trackers this month and went straight into the weekly layout. I skip the trackers because I find that sometimes I don't even use them and it's hard to pinpoint what your mood is. So I use the space left over from the day to do kind of a gratitude log, similar to the 5-minute journal that some of you might be familiar with. In that 5-minute journal, you just take a couple minutes in the morning to write what you're grateful for and what you think would make today great that you can do. And at the end of the day, you reflect what good things happened today, how could have I made today better, and what can I do to make tomorrow awesome. And it's just something really quick and just so small, but it makes a big difference on your day when you're like, I had the power to make today better and I have the power to make tomorrow better. The simplicity of this spread was really nice and gives a lot of room to write down daily tasks and thoughts. I just went with some camp-based doodles that are stuff that we did all the time at summer camp, like swimming and roasting marshmallows, putting together friendship bracelets, riding home to mom, playing ball, building campfires, singing songs, and then I've got a notes section for things that I've forgotten or important things I need to write down and remember in the future. The boxes themselves are 10 blocks down and 29 blocks across, which gave tons of room for planning, like I said, and it gave room for these cute doodles too. On the ends, I just used my marker to write in the day. I then flipped to my future log at the beginning of the book and went in with my fine liner to draw in some doodles going along with the theme. I chose the music, symbols, and friendship bracelets and fires and baseballs because I thought it was easy to draw. And on the front page, where I'm tying in all of my months, I just did some more roasted marshmallows because I feel like what is more summer than a campfire? And maybe some marshmallows, only if they are completely perfectly golden and not burnt at all. And that's it for June 2019. I hope you guys enjoyed, and following will be a flip through of the whole month. Thanks for watching, and give me a thumbs up if you like this video, and comment below with any suggestions on future themes.